Is this Windows 11? Are you sure? Because everything you're looking at right now, the taskbar, the icons, the start menu, it all looks exactly like Windows 11. But not quite. Or at least, that's what I think. So what is this really? Is it a lighter, smarter version of Windows? Or is it just something trying way too hard to cosplay as Windows 11? Because the closer I look, the less sense it makes. So today we're going to take a closer look at this weird, confusing, and slightly suspicious operating system. We're going to find out what this thing really is, and whether it actually deserves to be used. I randomly came across something online called Winux, which people are calling the best fake Windows 11. Curiosity got the better of me, so I downloaded it and installed it, and at first glance it looks exactly like Windows 11. Same layout, same icons, everything looks identical. But then things started getting weird. Like, hold on, why is Edge here? Not some knockoff browser. I mean the actual Edge. Same UI, same tabs, everything looks right, and it runs perfectly fine, and then it gets worse. There's Copilot. No, seriously. Copilot. On this thing, I typed, hello, and it actually replied. I'm sitting there like, wait, did I just accidentally reinstall Windows? But the moment I actually started using it, I began noticing things that felt off. On the surface, everything looks like Windows 11. But the deeper you go, menus, apps, starts to get suspicious. We've got a file manager with an icon that looks exactly like Windows File Explorer, but it's called Dolphin. And honestly, that's kind of hilarious. There's also a terminal, yeah, that's interesting, and a whole bunch of other things that clearly don't belong on Windows. So yeah, it's obvious now. This is Linux, just pretending to be Windows 11. And then the name finally makes sense. Winux, Windows combined with Linux. Okay, amazing, very creative, truly groundbreaking. So now I've got a few questions. Is Winux actually useful, or is it just a really convincing disguise? Let's find out. At first I thought this was just another one of those fake Windows clones you try once, instantly regret, and then quietly delete like it never happened. But this one is way too convincing. The interface alone is actually impressive, so without overthinking it, I decided to put it head-to-head against real Windows 11. Same PC, same usage, no special treatment. To keep this taste as fair as possible, I'm using an i5-4590 BIOS, 16 gigabytes of dual-channel RAM, and an ARX 554 gigabytes, along with two identical 500 gigabyte Samsung SATA SSDs, each running one of the operating systems. This isn't the most modern setup, but it's definitely not a potato either. So let's see what Winux can actually do, and whether it can stand as a real competitor to Windows 11. Alright, first test, idle, as in we're doing absolutely nothing. No apps, no clicks, just letting the system sit there and exist. On Winux, in an idle state, we're looking at around 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and the CPU is basically chilling, just a few percent, doing almost nothing. Now over on Windows 11, yeah, slightly different story. We're sitting closer to 2.3 gigabytes of RAM. CPU is still relaxed, nothing crazy, no big surprise here. Winux is basically Linux wearing a Windows costume, and Linux has always been that one guy who somehow uses less of everything. Fewer background processes, so naturally it uses less resources. But let's be honest, this is the easiest test possible. This doesn't really prove anything yet. Now let's move on to some real everyday usage, but first I need to install a few essential apps on this Winux thing. Oh, there's an app store. Nice. It's called Discover Software Center. Wait, something's not right. I can't open it. It doesn't work. So what is this, just for decoration? Or is the system already broken? Well, so now I have no choice. I have to use this damn terminal and start typing boring commands like an idiot. After wrestling with this cursed terminal for a while, I finally managed to install the essentials: Chrome, Prism Launcher, and Steam. Alright, let's start with Chrome. I'm gonna open 10 YouTube tabs at the same time. And honestly, this is exactly how people destroy their PCs every single day. Videos playing, thumbnails loading, everything happening all at once. And while that's going on, I'm constantly switching back and forth between Chrome and a few other windows. Just normal, everyday usage. On Winux, surprisingly, it actually holds up pretty well. Switching between apps is smooth, no major stutters. RAM usage goes up to around 5.6 gigabytes, and the CPU sits at about 40 to 50% load on average. Nothing that feels overwhelming. Now on Windows 11, pretty similar experience. Also smooth, also responsive. RAM usage is higher, sitting around 7.3 gigabytes, and the CPU is also under moderate load, but nothing concerning. Windows 11 does use more system RAM, but everything feels more stable and consistent. Winux, on the other hand, feels a bit off. The visual effects, UI scaling, fonts, something about it just doesn't look quite right. It definitely gives off that fake vibe. At the end of the day, it's still just a Linux system trying to mimic Windows. It's not laggy, but it's not as polished as the real thing either. So in terms of basic everyday usage, both of them get the job done. Winux feels a bit off. Windows feels more polished. But performance-wise, neither one is falling apart. But instead of just looking at numbers, this is where things get interesting. Because Winux is basically Linux just dressed up to look like Windows 11. And the idea behind it is pretty simple. It's made for people who are used to Windows, but want to try Linux without completely losing their mind. And honestly, it kind of works. If you've never used Linux before, this is probably one of the easiest ways to get started. Everything looks familiar, everything feels close enough so you don't feel completely lost. Or maybe you just want to try something new, but still keep that Windows feeling. But no matter how good it looks, this is still not Windows. So let's see if this whole cosplay can handle something a bit more demanding. Gaming? First up is Minecraft. I'm using Prism Launcher on both systems. Same 1080p resolution, same version, no mods. At fancy settings, both systems run completely smooth, hovering around 200 FPS, and honestly, there's no meaningful difference here. When switching to Fabulous, performance drops to around 100 FPS on both, still very playable, but this is where things start to feel different. Windows 11 shows more frequent micro stutters, while Winux feels slightly smoother, likely because it has fewer background tasks running. Same numbers, but not the same experience. That said, Minecraft isn't exactly hard to run, so let's move on to something else. Silksong at 1080p is still very lightweight, and both systems handle it effortlessly, staying above 200 FPS with zero issues. At this point, it's clear these games aren't really pushing anything. So let's step things up a bit. Moving on to Tomb Raider. And now things get more interesting. On Winux, I did run into some issues since it has to go through Proton and Vulkan, which can introduce compatibility problems. This is similar to what I saw in my Zorin OS video, and switching to Proton 8 fixes it here as well. At 1080p with normal settings, both systems are playable, but Windows 11 does pull slightly ahead, with over 80 FPS, while Winux sits closer to 70. The difference isn't huge, but it's definitely there. Now let's speed things up with CS2. At low settings, both systems are playable, but Winux shows noticeable instability, with FPS bouncing between 60 and 100, while Windows 11 feels more consistent, staying between 80 and over 100 FPS. When switching to medium, Windows continues to hold more stable performance around 70 to 80 FPS, while Winux drops to around 50 to 70. At this point, the gap starts to become more obvious. So overall, while Linux may be lighter and use fewer resources, when it comes to gaming, Windows still has a clear advantage. But honestly, I'm still not satisfied. Let's push it further. Cyberpunk 2077, and yeah, no surprises here. Both systems are barely holding on at around 20 FPS. It technically runs, but the experience is pretty rough. At this level, the operating system doesn't really matter anymore. everything has already hit the limits of the hardware. So after all of that, I downloaded the best fake Windows 11. And yeah, I'll admit it, I'm genuinely impressed by how it looks. This thing gets about 90% of the way there. It looks like Windows, it behaves like Windows, and for a moment it actually had me fooled by that polished, convincing exterior. But it's not. This is Linux, just dressed up to look like Windows, and honestly, using it is actually pretty fun. It's a really interesting experience to mess around with, but at the end of the day, it's still not something that can replace Windows. So no, this isn't Windows. But that appearance is seriously impressive. Would you actually try this fake Windows 11? Let me know what you think.